Welcome back to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Jesus is coming. Before the break, we asked you the trivial question of the day, and the question was, who is the new president of the European Commission?
Option A, Angela Merkel. Option B, Theresa May. And option C, Ursula von der Leyen.
The correct answer is option C, Ursula von der Leyen. Since mid-July 2019, Germany's army, government, and the European Union have all been led by three Europhiles. Europe's leaders seem pleased with the result, but the German people feel betrayed.
On July 16, 2019, the European Parliament elected Ursula von der Leyen as the President of European Commission. On the same day, Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer was assigned the position of Germany Defense Minister. The woman who orchestrated these power political shifts was German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
Merkel, von der Leyen, and Kramp-Karrenbauer are all passionate Europeans. Together, they want to drive forward the European project and a common European army. Other European nations fear to put Germany, Europe's most powerful country, in charge. For this reason, the only time a German had led the European Committee was more than 50 years ago. Perhaps Europe's fear of dominating Germany is significantly lessened when the country's top leadership positions are occupied by females. Both French President Emmanuel Macron and Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban agreed to the appointment of von der Leyen. The two leaders represent the interests of Western and Eastern Europe. Although not always in agreement, both men fear a dominating Germany and support the advancement of a European army. Von der Leyen seems to be a very good compromise. From a European perspective, everyone seems to be working out wonderfully. Europe is advancing and Germany is unable to dominate. But if you consider the challenges these two women face, you will quickly realize their job demands radically different leadership. Consider what led to von der Leyen's appointment. The European parliamentary elections revealed a deeply divided continent. Neither European parliamentaries nor EU leaders could initially agree on who should be the president of the European Commission. Originally, von der Leyen wasn't enough considered to be an option, but after a few weeks of debates, no other candidates garnered the necessary support from EU leaders and parliament. Prior to von der Leyen's appointment, German Chancellor Merkel supported two other candidates to no avail. When the European Council finally proposed von der Leyen to the Parliament, the result again illustrated how divided Europe is. She received 383 votes, only 9 more than the required majority. Von der Leyen thus rose to the highest position in EU, despite oppositions from the many Germans and even her own party's coalition partner, the Socialist Democrats.
Von der Leyen's popularity in Germany has been in gradual decline. In recent months, she has been accused of mismanaging the army and has been entangled in various scandals. Expecting an early resignation, many Germans were shocked that she was instead promoted.
With von der Leyen's new position, the scandal-ridden Bundeswehr needed a new head. On the evening of July 16, 2019, it was announced that Kramp-Karrenbauer would become Germany's new defense minister. To say that this decision surprised many Germans would be an understatement. Just days prior to the appointment, Kramp-Karrenbauer said that she had no plans to take on any ministerial duty.
Kramp-Karrenbauer is another of Merkel's trustees and a desired successor as Chancellor. A job in the ministry would allow from such a transition. But like von der Leyen's, Kramp-Karrenbauer is losing popularity. In a survey published by Spiegel Online, 3 out of 4 Germans said that they viewed Karen Kramp-Karrenbauer's appointment as defense minister as negative. Not only do many question her qualifications for the post, they also believe that the ministry is just another step for her to become chancellor. Many in Germany are outraged that such an important ministry is being used for power political games. Yet Ms. Merkel got her will in the end. The political turmoil seems to be settled. Even the EU may temporarily benefit from the trio led by Merkel. The Chancellor went into the summer break confident that the EU's top spot is in the good hands and the coalitions will hold for a few more months. Von der Leyen is giving passionate speeches to rally Parliament's support. And Kramp-Karrenbauer is hoping to better her reputation by solving the mounting challenges the army faces. If everything runs smooth, the divided EU may make it 5 more years. Germany's factious coalition may hold until its legislation period ends in 2021. The Germany's army may escape a few of its scandals, move toward the European army, and cause Kramp-Karrenbauer to qualify as Germany's next chancellor. But what if it doesn't run as smoothly as planned? The recent political turmoil has shown that neither Mrs. Merkel nor any other leaders in Europe has the power to make decisions that others will follow. For now, Europe is willing to endure the weeks of debates before reaching a decision. But the German people are looking for a leader to solve this problem in the army, the government, and on the European level. Germany's current leadership is just kicking the can down the road.
The Bible, however, prophesies that a crisis will come and that will require decisive action. It will be a crisis so large that a weak leader and divided Europe will be unable to cope with the problem. It will demand quick responses that can only be administered by a strong man who leads a united Europe.
If Europe wants to become a true superpower, it needs Germany, and Germany needs a strong leader. Without Germany, such a federation of nations is impossible. It is probable that none but a German can provide a dynamic, inspired leadership required to organize such a political military federation.
Von der Leyen wants such a European superstate. In an August 2011 interview with the German new magazine Der Spiegel, she said, "My aim is a United States of Europe, on the model of federal states such as Switzerland, Germany, and other United States." But neither Ms. Merkel, von der Leyen, nor Kramp-Karrenbauer are able to provide the necessary leadership to create such a federation. And Europe is currently unwilling to accept such strong German leaders. The Bible, however, shows that this will suddenly change. Revelation 17 says that in the end times, 10 kings will arise in Europe and at one moment support one leader who rules them all. The 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings who have received no kingdom as yet, but they will receive authority for 1 hour as king with the beast. These are of one mind, and they will give their power and authority to the beast. Some leader is going to hijack the European Union. The people who leads Germany will also lead Europe. Germany already dominates Europe to a degree that is shameful. If you consider its past, remember it started with world wars in which 50 to 60 million people were killed. Nobody should forget or ignore that past, including the German people.
The world may look at Europe and Germany today and see no significant threat. Even as European armies merge under the leadership of 3 German women, no one fears the risk of another world war. But the Bible warns against such complacency because a sudden change in leadership will turn the seemingly peaceful Europe into an incredible war machine. The stage for the fulfillment of this prophecy is set all around us.
All these show that what is mentioned in the Bible are going to take place in the end times or taking place in our lifetime. We are living in the last days. Lord Jesus Christ is coming again very soon.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of the Science Lab, and don't forget to tune in next time. Remember, the signs are happening because Jesus is coming. Maranatha.